Welcome to LA Now, your Los Angeles County news source. Vigilance is the word from county leaders in response to the death of Osama bin Laden. Plus, meet an unusual band of female firefighters. And the Department of Social Services is taking on childhood hunger. LA Now starts right now. And thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Deneau. County law enforcement officials are advising residents to remain vigilant in response to the death of Osama bin Laden. Although they stress there are no specific threats of retaliation, the Sheriff's Department is partnering with other regional agencies to focus on safety for the NBA playoffs and to review procedures for other sites like Dodger Stadium, the port, and area airports, as well as other places that have been targets in the past. The County Emergency Operations Center involves many public safety organizations, including the LAPD, the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, and the Fire Department.
For years, this county has been well prepared to handle any emergency. Obviously, we're dealing with the 9/11 post-era, where we've had to ratchet up our cooperation at the state, federal, and local level.
We must ensure that our first responders have the full support from our county to ensure that they're able to protect the men and women in our county, just as our nation's armed forces need the support to protect this world.
If you see suspicious activity, please report it to lacrimestoppers.com. There are only 86 female prison inmates in the entire county who work at Malibu Conservation Camp 13. Now, it's a joint program of the California Department of Corrections and LA County Fire designed to help rehabilitate inmates. Perrine Bakshay spent a day with these women.
I enjoy just about everything here at camp. I enjoy working. I enjoy working and fixing things and learning something new every day.
52-year-old Maggie Akaba says learning new skills keeps her young and fit.
Okay, if you can just hold it right here in the middle. Okay. It's a behavior modification class, and it's really taught me a lot, about myself.
Maggie says she's discovered she has a lot of abilities she never thought she did, including overcoming her addiction to drugs, an addiction resulting in her incarceration.
Thinking. Now I think. Now I stop and breathe. What are the consequences going to be to my actions?
Maggie is one of 86 inmates training to fight wildland fires alongside LA County's firefighters.
They're firefighters, even though they're inmates. So when they say thank you firefighters, all these signs, these inmates, they take pride in that. They see that their work is being recognized by the community, so that's their way to give back.
But inmates say the core rehabilitation happens inside the camp itself.
Prison for the first time, and then realizing the consequences of my actions, and then turning around and helping others, I really felt like I'm home in my own skin, like I have a purpose.
In addition to the work that Laura does in the classroom, she's helping build a memorial to firefighters whose lives have been lost here at her camp.
Creating this memorial shows how inmates honor and support each other and other firefighters.
We do try to encourage each other. Matter of fact, she's one of the better encouragees, but we do try to encourage each other.
Their shared experiences help them come to terms with negative choices they've made.
It affects everyone, my grandparents. The choices that I made that brought me here, have affected my entire family.
As part of the Camp 13 family, they create the opportunity to make a positive change. For LA Now, I'm Perrine Bakshay.
Camp inmates work primarily in LA County, but can be used throughout the state in fire suppression efforts. The Department of Public Social Services is highlighting the importance of childhood nutrition. The department is teaming up with Chivas USA Soccer and the Network for a Healthy California to address the importance of good nutrition in schools and the role of CalFresh, formerly known as food stamps. They can have an important impact on the overall health of children. For more information on the Department of Public Social Services, go to the website on your screen. Admission rates at 2 county museums are on the rise. The Board of Supervisors approved the increase at the Natural History Museum and the Page Museum at the La Brea Tar Pits. The hikes are necessary due to higher operating costs. Admission at the Natural History Museum will now be $12 for adults, $8 for a youth ticket, and $5 for children. Seniors and students will be charged $9 a ticket. Meanwhile, parking rates will also increase from $5 to $8. And admission at the Page Museum will now be $11 for adults, $8 for a youth ticket, and $5 for children. Both museums are well worth the price of admission, with fascinating and educational exhibits for people of all ages. With plants and flowers from around the world, the LA County Arboretum offers learning and beauty for the entire family. Now, recently, this botanic garden underwent a bit of a facelift when it transitioned into much, much more.
As a way to celebrate the history from more than 100 years ago when the Arboretum was a good old-fashioned horse ranch, Wild West days were brought back for one very special weekend. Situated on 127 acres in the heart of Arcadia, this botanical garden is perfect for a family outing.
It's memories, first of all, and I think it's much better than the kids sitting in front of a TV set or being cooped up somewhere. They get to run around, and it's nature, and it's educational, and it's out and out fun.
While the Arboretum first opened its doors in 1955, cowboy Lucky Baldwin was riding his horses on the grounds way before that.
Is wonderful horses. We have a number of equestrian groups who have brought their animals here and are telling the stories of those horses. We have stagecoach rides. We have ranch barbecue. We have square dancing. We have period reenactors.
It's all about bringing back the wild, wild west here at the Arboretum. One of the featured attractions is the lasso. They say it's all on the wrist. Give it a shot.
It's very educational for the kids. They have the adobe huts and the stuff that the Indians and the Queen Anne Cottage with Lucky Baldwin's house here, where they film many movies here. And they get to see the cactuses, the different plants, the peacocks. They've never really been face-to-face with peacocks before. They've seen them driving through the city, but they've never really been face-to-face with the peacocks. And they just had fun feeding the turtles and the fish down in the pond. And it's very educational for the kids. They're going to have a good time.
For more information about the LA County Arboretum and Botanic Garden, just call 626-821-3222 or go to arboretum.org. And that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us. Watch us online anytime on lacountychannel.com. Please stay tuned for a list of websites featured on our show. We'll see you next time on LA Now.